Hello YouTube, welcome back to another Hagito Live video, another Azur Lane account review. This time we are going to be reviewing and maybe slightly roasting. He did ask for a little bit of roasting. We'll see what happens here. The account of NonGrata, or NonGrata DH in the chat. And we're just going to be looking at his account. He's here on the Lexington server. He's been playing since 2020. Not 2019, 2020. I thought it was 2019. I read the month, year, and date wrong. Anyways, he's been playing since 2020, level 131, and we're gonna check out and see what he's gotten on here. What's going on? We'll see what's going on here. See what's going on. All right, so first secretary, Valiant with Valiant skin. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, not a bad skin. Not a bad skin. And you wanna know why? The main reason I like this skin is because of all this down here. Warspite down there, looking unhappy. QE looking unhappy. Little Manju, good skin, good choice, good choice. I'll take that. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Oh, okay, evil QE. All right, Warspite you are. I bought it just for the QE. That's fair. QE swimsuit skin. I don't think I've ever seen this skin. Wait, what? Is it Blu-ray? It feels like a Blu-ray skin. It's the Queen Order skin? Okay. So yeah, it is the Blu-ray skin. All right. Nice. Nice. Oh, an actual Azur Lane enjoyer. All right. And Princeton. Meta. Okay. I assume she's there because of that. All right, cool. Let's see. We have an oath on Queen Elizabeth. Queen Liz. Queen Liz. All right. War Corgi. Classic name for Warspite. War Corgi. Classic name. Pentazilla. What? Well, okay. Flatzilla. Gotcha. That's some name a friend came up with. Gotcha. Flatzilla. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Vice Admiral, 99.6% collection. What ship are you missing? I mean, I can go look, but I was going to ask, see if you knew off the top of your head. That is a low amount of exercises, I feel. 2 purple ships? Okay. Decent amount of attacks. Attack win rate. Medals. 131. Okay. Okay. All right, let's look at your doc. First thing we do when we look at players' docs is, obviously, we look at their oaths. How many oaths does this man's have? And are there any strange and elaborate names? Sacred. Best girl. Okay. I think it's spelled wrong. Eternidad? What are these names? Fate. Seriously? Wow. Lifeline. Mimi, Kishi. Forme. Loste. Grizio. Vittorio. Okay. Okay. Otago, Nimi, Lifeline, Longinus. Okay. Is this a celebrity's name? Interesting. Okay. All right. As far as like the oaths themselves, nothing here is like super crazy other than this really sus Noisuke oath. I mean, that's kind of sus, but you know, hey, whatever. Ooh, an oath for York. It's a good oath skin. It's a good oath skin. It's a really, really good oath skin. It's a good oath. It was a lost bet. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, good oaths. Overall, good oaths. I mean, nothing like too crazy or anything like that. Nothing that like, I don't see a monarch oath in here, so you know, I mean, that's like an L. But you know, hey, it's what it is. What it is. It is a fictional character in the Sherlock Holmes story. Gotcha. 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 All right. Let's see. Let's see here. How many 125s do you have? That's always a good question. All right. So yeah, you had 50, 52, 53 is what I said. 50 plus 125s. Not bad. Not bad. We're working on some other characters. Lots of 120s. I'm seeing a lot of the staples here, so I can foresee being able to make some good fleets for you. That was another thing that he has requested, is that I help him come up with fleets for World 14.3 and 14.4. Let's go ahead and look at your depot. Well, I sense a theme here. I don't know about you guys, but I am definitely sensing a theme here. Definitely sensing a theme here. Okay, cool. Cool. Yep. 2 promise rings in the waiting. 2 promise rings in the waiting. Okay. Kind of a low amount of cog chips. You didn't have a lot of 120s, so cognitive arrays. Decent amount. Wow, a decent amount of red books. Tons of blue books. Holy crap. Holy shit. That is a ton. That is a ton. You could use one? Alright, we'll do that near the end then. 337 cubes, a decent amount of cubes for the next event. All the different gear selectors for skins. Been using your general prints. What is this? Operation report? Okay. A lot of these waiting. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th anniversary tokens. Ooh, 469 core data. A little low in the core data here, but not bad. Okay. I always like seeing players who have like dedicated to like one character throughout all their Valentines, so that they get all the different messages possible. Because the message changes every time. So, all right, let's look at your gear. Let's see what we got here. Not a lot of purple gear, but okay. So the first thing I'm noticing, and I say this in literally every single account review at this point. Every single account review, I say this. Take your gear all the way to plus 13. Stop going halfway, please. Please stop going halfway. Just go all the way. Plus 13 the whole thing, please, before you start working on other pieces. You're killing me. You're killing me. You hate to see it. You got this 12 and this 12. One of these could be plus 13. Build high, not wide. That's right. That's right. That's right. High, not wide. 12, 12. Go with 13. Yo, plus 12, plus 11, plus 13. Oh, plus 11, plus 13. Plus 13, plus 10. These all take torpedo things, if I remember correctly, for plussing them. So, plus 13. These are all plus 10. Plus 13, plus 10. Okay, yeah. Definitely take those up. There's no reason to apologize. Plus 13, plus 12. You're working on that one. That's fine. Honestly, okay, so the biggest thing is like, if you have a plus 13 piece and then a plus 12 piece and nothing else of that same type of plate that can get you to plus 13, then you're fine. Like, in terms of main gun right now, right, you have this one at plus 12 and this one at plus 12. It shouldn't be that way. This should be at plus 13, and at most this should be plus 11. Like, if you're going to do this, it should be one you're working on. Like, basically you have one that's at 13 and then you're working on the next one. Not, I'm working on this one and this one, right? You'll get more benefit stacking high rather than wide. Same with this Tenrai and this Wyvern. One of these should be plus 13. One of them should be like plus 11 at most. Kind of like this, right? You have all these at plus 10, which is fine, right? And you have one at 13 and one at 12. You're working on this one. That's fine. Don't turn around and turn this one into 11 or this one into a 12 without finishing this one first, is basically what I'm saying. In case anybody's not understood what I've meant by that is finish what you already started. Yeah, the last bonus does matter a lot. Huh. Do you actually find use out of these? Because most people, including myself, like just do not use them because they're really not needed. I was trying a lot of stuff for 14, 3, and 4. Makes sense. Makes sense. I see what was going on there. I just realized, do you not have... I didn't see it. Hold on a second. Do you not have the hedgehog? Okay, there's the hedgehog. Okay, there's the... All right, here's your quads, magnetics. You got plenty of guns. You have plenty of gear. Okay, you have all the gear you're gonna need to do this. I don't see why you'd be struggling on World 14. Oh, lots of Helldivers. Only one of these. You need more of these. You need more of those. I can tell you that right now. Or at least one more, probably. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at your lab. See where you are here. Decent enough progress. Okay. Decent progress. PR5. All finished except for these two. That might go in handy. PR4. Well, that'll definitely come in handy. PR3. PR2. PR1. Okay. You do have a little bit of gold we can use if needed. Okay. Lab looks good. Let's look at your dorm. Anything questionable in here? Nope. Don't worry about that. You do have Bismarck's eye. Check your cats. Any good cats in here? Iron blood cat. Steel. Good Bishimaru. Okay. Good aviation. This one is better than that one. This one's better. An antenna. A Justice with Heart of the Torpedo. That's actually pretty good. So that is your lab, your dock, your gear. Let's go ahead and look at your Operation Siren progress. Let's see what we got going on here. You got 19 days left. You're trucking along here. Okay. Kind of curious what your fleets are. Is your mob fleet your second fleet? Why? Why? Unfortunate. Unfortunate. A second mob fleeter. A second fleet mob. Oh, unfortunate. Hate to see it. You hate to see it. You just hate to see it. So unfortunate. All right. So you've been playing for roughly a little over 3 years, but still not bad. Like, you're about where I would expect a 3-year account to be, honestly. Yeah, and you're all heathens, Kunzu. All of you. Every single one of you. Every person. If you're watching this review on YouTube right now, if you put your mob fleet in your second or third slot for your Operation Siren, you're vile, and you should stop it. There you go. You're a terrible person. There you go. All right. So you got it, boss. There you go. That's fine. That's fine, Auntie. That's fine. Cry me a river? I will. I will cry you a river. All right, Paimon ehe nandayo. Okay, I didn't know I had Paimons in my chat. Apparently I'm just full of Paimons. Anyways, so Grotto wanted me to help him come up with some fleets for Mines 3, Mob 3 Supremacy. What is wrong with you people? Why? Why do you do this? Why are you like this? I don't understand. All right. Anyways, so Grotto wants some help. Let's see what we got going on here. Were these the fleets you were using? Grotto, were these the two fleets that you were using? Which fleets were you using for World 14? What do we got going on here? What am I looking at? 1 and 2 just changed from SIP yesterday. Okay. Honestly, I'm gonna be real straight with you. I don't see how these fleets didn't do this. Other than this is probably a bad choice, and this is probably a bad choice. To be honest. Other than that, I can tell you one thing you did wrong here, just as a matchup kind of thing, because she is more tanky than her, and also requires the front line to actually get all of her tankiness. I want to see how the... Also, she's really low. Wait, why is Alabama here? She's super low level. Super... No. Aquila as healer? Yeah, I guess, but you'd just be better off using freaking Unicorn and another damage dealer. Either in the form of a carrier or, yeah, Independence would work. I mean, Alabama can work, but... Yeah, I agree. FDG is the optimal. And you have FDG, don't you? Nope, you have FDG. She's not fully leveled. That is unfortunate. You also definitely want one of these on there instead. I'm just going to move your gear around. I'm going to move all your gear around. Don't hate me. Do you have the Admiralty table? You do. Give that to FDG. I remember doing World 14 before we had all the busted stuff we have now. Exactly. Exactly. Because we have so many busted things now. And you might as well keep using it. I mean, this team should be fine. Honestly... Using Perseus and Rio and a shitload of Ds. That's exactly what you literally just chose the exact characters that I used for World 14, which was Rioho and Perseus back in the day. Honestly, I actually prefer this in this scenario. I'm sure we're just fine. This front line should also still work just fine. I agree that the RNG of Helena is not great here. You'd be better off using Plymouth since you have her to buff up Musashi. Yudachi is fine because you need a destroyer here anyways. Obviously Anchorage is fine because she's fucking Anchorage. Could probably do something better than this. You probably just put Shimakaze here, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you could just... There's so much you could just brute force with this, I feel. I feel like you could just brute force so much with all this. Your gear is gonna be a mess, Grata. I apologize. It's gonna be all over the place. And then that's a little bit of help with the gearing. Sorry if it's not entirely clear. The biggest thing is, like I said, when I originally did it, I played it on manual, so it's kind of hard for me to come up with an auto fleet that just like survives. So you basically want to use 2 healers to break it down. So after all of that, to break it down for World 14, you want to use 2 healers in your mob fleet most likely, or at least a main healer and a sub healer. Usually ships like Perseus, Unicorn, Volga, Ryoho, and Fate Sim 5 Rupert, right? Those are the 5 like healer ships that you would probably be able to use. And the reason you use ships like Ryoho specifically is because she has bonuses against subs, which helps a lot. She has a specific like increase the damage that the submarines take from your Vanguard. Decrease your Vanguard's damage, or decreases the Vanguard's damage taken from subs. And when your submarine fleet enters, they will heal them, and then it increases Ryoho's damage by a percentage as well. There. Oh yeah, Aquila is another option. Yeah, and don't forget your hedgehogs. And then don't forget your hedgehogs. Yes, yes, yes. Don't forget your hedgehog. So basically, she'll keep you alive. You get the pre-load and you get all this stuff. That's what. But that fleet might be more manual based if you wanted to use a manual team. That's basically the best way I can describe that one. Is if you wanted to use a manual team, this would be the best way to go about it. Is this team right here? As far as auto, again, my advice is probably not the greatest, honestly, because I clearly could not create an auto team. Then again, just using 2 healers probably would have solved that problem. So I hope this helps, Grata. Hey, boss, thanks. All right. Is there any other questions you have? Anything else that's not clear? Do you need me to break it down any more than I already have? Because I definitely feel like there is probably more that I could go into, but I've already been going for like over an hour at this point, so I don't think there's really much else to cover. Those are some of the ships and options that you can use. Basically, you're looking at 2 to 3 DDs, or 3 to 4 destroyers between your 2 fleets. You're looking at 2 healers in your mob fleet. You're looking at a powerful battleship with 2 carriers, or a powerful battleship and a carrier and a battleship for your boss fleet with some high evasion. You want evasion gear on pretty much all of your frontline. All 6 of your frontline ships need to have evasion gear, and at least your flagship should probably have an evasion gear piece as well. So they got some lab gear I should focus on. Good lab gear. The thing with lab gear is that it's super subjective on what ships you're actually leveling and you need gear for. Because like Tiger Cats are good, obviously. The Flying Flapjacks are good. The Sky Pirates are good. The XBD are slightly better than Helldivers. For royal stuff, CL, CA, battleships, surface torps, anti-air. These are obviously good. These are good if you want more firepower instead of an anti-air gun. These are good if you want straight firing torpedoes. I don't have any flapjacks. Well, flapjacks can be useful. I've heard a lot of people have been moving toward flapjacks. I have heard so. And then fighters, Sea Hornets again are good. Torp bomber, you know wyverns are good. Subtorps, bidders are the subtorps that you want. Wait, you can actually make. Oh, you can actually make. Yo, okay, get for your submarines. Get a set. Get 3 sets of these. Basically, 2, 2, and 2, because they're homing and they do the most damage, and these are your next upgrades. Yeah, there are these, and some people like these. I'm not the biggest fan of them, honestly, but they're not bad. Obviously, magnetics, the new French anti-air gun, I think is what it was. Yeah. So those are some of the gear pieces you could focus on getting. Like I said, the problem is that I personally don't do a lot of testing when it comes to gear stuff. So I usually leave like specific gear configurations to other people. And worst case scenario, if you really want to find out what the best gear is for your individual character or individual situation, is to just go to the community tier list. If you've never used the community tier list before, I can give you the link to it. because it's more or less has like just everything you could possibly want to know about like how best to gear the character, like just at a base level as like a guideline. So, and also obviously ask in our Discord channel where there are a lot of people with frankly more knowledge than me, because I'm just a guy on YouTube who makes funny videos and, you know, talks about stuff that he really doesn't know anything he's talking about. So I give the best advice I can, but it's definitely not perfect. Moth Rings, do you want to use it? It usually backfires since I married Yamashiro Meta and Nagasaki like that, but it's token of trust, I guess. Sure, why not? Let's see who you've got an affinity for on here that you haven't oathed already. I mean, at that point, I feel like I should just be oathing Monarch. I feel like I should stick to my guns. And I mean, you've already got so many HMS those. You know what? Clearly you are an HMS fan, as much of an HMS fan as I am. So I will give you the best oath you could possibly have in the game, and that is a Monarch oath. That is what we will do. Obviously. Here we go. There you go. A nice saucy Monarch oath. Fire. Even if the world no longer needs me, you will always need me. That is more than enough for me. Perhaps I am materialized with the sole purpose of meeting you. Even so, I am happy. There you go. NonGrata. There's your Monarch. There you go, Grata. Do you want me to name her as well? Honestly, I'm not going to rename her. Her name is perfect the way it is. She is a Monarch. She is the queen. Guido's girl. No. Actually, really impressive that you actually have this skin. I'm not gonna lie. Not very often I get on accounts that actually have the extra bits and all that stuff. So, very impressive. Overall, like, so on a whole, your account is actually very good. You are in a good spot. There is no reason you shouldn't be able to clear World 14 with a little bit more work and proper gearing and proper fleet composition, honestly. So that's the best way I can describe it. So, all right, that's going to be the end of this account review. If you enjoy this type of content, or you enjoy, you know, just general account review stuff, and you want to get your account reviewed, please come on over to twitch.tv/AgitoLive, where you might be able to get your account reviewed, just like NonGrata here. And like I said, if you like this kind of content, leave a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.